rose gold FoxyBae curlers are all the hype right now. But how well do they really work? Hey everyone, I'm Coral and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, click that subscribe button down below and hit the bell for new videos every week. Today I'm going to share my review of this curling wand along with the pros, the cons, and how well I think it really works. Several months ago, I decided to try out a new curling wand. I had just cut 6 inches off of my hair and I wanted to try something that was a little bit smaller than my 1-inch curling wand that I usually use. I ended up stumbling across the FoxyBae Wanderlux 19mm curling wand and decided to give it a try. First off, let's talk about the price. All of the regular Wanderlux FoxyBae curling wands that are not interchangeable, meaning you can't actually take off the wand part and switch it out, all of these curlers start out at $129 from FoxyBae, but they are usually on sale for cheaper. Just about every time I've looked online at their website or on Amazon, I have seen them on sale. When I got mine, I paid about $60 for mine, so they often run different deals and coupons on their website and on Amazon. So it's highly likely that you'll be able to get it for less than $129. And I've also seen these curlers for a good deal at TJ Maxx. Out of the box, this curling wand is absolutely gorgeous. The box and the packaging is really nice and the curler looks beautiful inside the box. And it even comes with a storage pouch and a heat-resistant glove. I absolutely love it when products have a great presentation when they are delivered to you, and FoxyBae is completely on point in this aspect. I absolutely loved how this curler looked coming out of the box and the packaging was beautiful. The material that this curling wand is made out of is rose gold titanium. Obviously, rose gold is a huge hit right now and everybody loves the way it looks. I absolutely love the gorgeous color of this curling wand. Titanium is also really popular with curling wands right now because they distribute heat evenly and heat up really quickly and are a lot more durable than ceramic. One nice thing about this curling wand is that it has an adjustable digital temperature control. So there are buttons that control the heat of the curling wand. You can turn it up or turn it down depending on your preferences, and all of that is displayed on the digital display on the curling wand. The buttons are really easy to use and the temperature ranges from 140 to 430 degrees Fahrenheit. This curler also heats up really fast. Titanium is a great conductor of heat. This curling wand can fully heat up in about 1 minute from turning it on. It also has an auto shut off, so if you're somebody who leaves their curling wand plugged in and can worry about whether or not you turned it off, don't worry, this curling wand will turn itself off. It's also really easy to use. I prefer curling wands over curlers with a clip any day because they're so much easier to use. All that you need to do is just wrap your hair around it, hold it for a few seconds, and you're good to go. This curling wand does provide a lasting curl. Now, this of course is going to depend on your hair type, the temperature settings, and how you use the curler. But for me, this curler does create really pretty curls that last a long time. And I do notice that when I use this curler, the next day my hair does still look pretty good. If I brush it out gently, I will still have some pretty good waves left over the next day. So this curling wand does provide some really lasting curls. So I do have a few cons for this curling wand. Number one being that it does not have a plastic tip on the end of the wand. Like I've talked about in some of my other curling wand videos, I prefer a curler that has a plastic tip on the end. First of all, I'd like to rest the palm of my hand on the curler whenever I am holding my hair onto the wand. It's just a little bit easier and gives my arm a little bit of a rest. And I also like to dump the curl into my hand whenever I'm done curling it to let it cool a little bit before I drop it. I have certainly burned myself on this curler before when doing this. The first time I used it, I was like, remember there's no tip on the end, remember there's no tip on the end, and I still stuck the end of the curler into the palm of my hand and burned myself, although not too bad. Like I said, it does come with a heat protectant glove, which is a really nice one. It's a lot nicer than a lot of the other ones that I have seen or have come with other curlers that I have purchased. But personally, I just really don't like to use the heat protectant gloves. They kind of get in the way when I'm wanting to brush my hands through my hair, so I prefer not using a heat protectant glove. So the fact that there's not a plastic tip on this curling wand is kind of a problem for me. The second con that I have for this curling wand is that it does feel kind of cheap. It is super lightweight, which is nice because you don't want to be holding up a heavy curler whenever you're curling your hair. But just the way it feels in my hand does not feel quite as nice as some of the other curlers that I have used. Now, this is supposed to be a salon quality curler, and it just doesn't quite feel like some of the other salon curlers that I have used. To me, it just feels a little bit plasticky and cheap, and was something that immediately disappointed me as I was taking it out of the box. Another thing that does feel a little bit cheap on this curler is the buttons. So the buttons on here, they do look really nice and they're rose gold, but whenever you press them, they just sound kind of plasticky and cheap. So I was also disappointed in the quality of the buttons as well. So the curler just doesn't quite feel the quality that I would expect it to be. Overall, I feel like this curler is really easy to use. It's pretty and does provide a lasting curl. But for me, this curling wand is a no-go. Because of the lack of a plastic tip, no matter how many times I use this curler, I just seem to burn myself way more often than I do with any of the other curlers I have used. And for the price that you do pay for this curling wand, I was a little bit disappointed in the feel of the product. If you want a review of a curler I would recommend, click right here for my Neuro Unclipped Curling Wand review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.